Hey guys, today I'm going to be going over my starting guide for Isabella von Carstein. She is part of the new faction, the von Carsteins, in the latest content update. Isabella is definitely not as good of a starting hero as Vlad. She's a bit more difficult. Her starting units are much worse than Vlad, and Vlad, of course, has the Vanguard deployment, so it makes things a lot easier for him to get a start. But we're going to start here with Isabella, and I'll show you guys exactly what I do in order to take over all of Sylvania. Alright guys, so we have now started our legendary campaign, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do to get a nice easy start here. I'll make it as short and sweet as possible, but first thing we're going to do here is put our vampires in the army. We're going to recruit, move into the lands of the Moot, recruit again, and then we're going to march into Castle Tempelhof territory. Then at our main settlement, we are going to destroy the Abyssal Wood because we will never use it. And then we're going to build the corpse pile and start on our technology. For the technology, I go for these first bottom four. Now that we have done this, we are done with our turn 1. And we're going to pay attention to this army right here of Tempelhof. He's either going to stay in Castle Tempelhof, or he's going to move this army down here towards our settlement, which is why we are building the garrison. See, he moved down there right there. So, the reason we're building that garrison is because right now he can defeat our garrison force here. But with it upgraded, he cannot defeat it with this army. So we're going to do that, and then our main settlement again, we're going to build the Cursed Fields. And since he moved his army down, all we are going to do is move a little bit closer to Castle Tempelhof. And then next turn, he's either going to move back up to Tempelhof, or he's going to move closer to our main settlement right here. We're just going to keep an eye on him. And what we are hoping is happening right now is that Tempelhof's big armies are fighting with the vampire accounts right here and wiping each other out. That's ideal for us. We don't want the vampire accounts to take out Essen. For some reason, they have a habit of raising it and then occupying it a turn or two later. It's kind of weird. But now we have our garrison upgraded, so this army does not threaten us. And we are going to upgrade our Cursed Fields here, and then we are going to declare war and attack Castle Tempelhof. The reason I'm going for Tempelhof is that if you let them get to like turn 4, they are going to have a very massive garrison with Graveguard and all kinds of nasty stuff in there. So next turn, we're going to hope this army doesn't come out and attack us, because they could have Graveguard next turn if they do, which would be annoying. It'd be best if the vampire counts and Tempelhof attack each other right here. But we are done with our turn, so we're going to pass it right here. Another reason why Isabella is not as good as Vlad is because she can't instant siege. I do not recommend starting with Isabella. It definitely makes things much harder than it needs to be. Let's see, this is not that scary of an army. I'm just going to auto-resolve this and hope that I lose a ton of units so that there's a battle marker created here. I lost a unit of zombies, but that's not a big deal. We're just going to continue on here. And we're going to take out Castle Tempelhof. Hopefully it didn't stop our siege equipment. It did not. Cool. So what I'm going to do is sack and then loot Castle Tempelhof. And we are good. We don't need this charnel pit. Usually that's not here. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to demolish that, upgrade my corrupted village, and we are done. Hopefully the vampire counts aren't moving north at this point, because we don't want them to take Eschen. We want to have time to get Fort Oberstyr and then Eschen. It is safer to just get Eschen right off the bat and then come back to Fort Oberstyr, but we'll make that determination based off of what the vampire counts do. You just have to play it smart. Looks like the vampire counts have started on their second army, meaning their first one's probably full. Raise or sack a settlement. Sure. So that's almost full, and he's got his second army going. That's not a problem. He hasn't bothered to come out and get Eschen yet. So I'm actually going to play it safe because I know his army's up here. I'm going to take out these two settlements, and then I'm going to come back to Fort Oberstein. The amount of time that we lose is not that bad by going up there. Let's see, we do have a decent raised dead pool here. And actually might get some Black Knights. No. I'm actually going to let that sit there, and I'm going to allow it to get better units. So let's go ahead and head over to Eschen. We're going to take this out, and then we're going to occupy it. And then we're going to worry about Waldenhof after that. Once this army is wiped out, they'll probably try to mass another one over here. And we just need to hope the vampire counts aren't bold enough to cross into my territory here. And deal with that. At Tempelhof, for your second spot, make sure you build the Forester Shack. I actually think I forgot to do that. And then in your third spot, you want to build a gibbet. Make sure you don't forget about your economy buildings. Let's just go ahead and raise a zombie here. Why not? Get a full 20 stack. And we're going to spend our points. And we are going to end the turn. With Isabella, I usually like to get the hunger right off the bat. And then I start going for her magical abilities. She's an okay fighter in melee, but she's definitely not ideal. So I like her better as a caster. Okay, I don't understand why they moved out of Waldenhof, but I'll take it. Let's go ahead and take this settlement, and then we will head back down, whilst keeping an eye on the vampire counts. I am going to sack this, because we're going to destroy the building here. It should be the Abyssal Wood or whatever. Sinister Corpse, that's what it is. In Eschen, I should have demolished that building as well. So I'm making a couple of mistakes here, but I'm sure you guys are getting the general idea. You're not going to be able to build anything here until you upgrade these anyway, but might as well just do it. Next turn, we're going to wipe out this army, and then we're going to head towards Fort Oberstein and take that out. And then we'll own this entire province, and we can start threatening the vampire counts. Sometimes it's not the best idea to start messing with the vampire counts right off the bat. You might want to start sacking some of the dwarf settlements around them and then go for them. It just depends on how quickly you want to own all of Sylvania. But right now I have a ton of money, so I'm going to recruit Vlad, and we're going to start massing his army, because the sooner we can take out Drakenhof, the better. But if forced to, I would like to at least sack Carrick Kidrim and Karag Dramar for the money. But we are done on turn 6, so let's go ahead and pass. Did I forget this? Oh well. Now we'll pass. And we'll see what these guys do here. He is moving out. That's not good. He crossed into my territory. He's being a little bastard. That is unlucky. But it is okay. I do not want the counts to take that. So let's try and get into that territory as soon as possible. Move over here. There's nothing to recruit, but I still have a... my army has a chance at defeating that one. Not a great one, but still a chance. I'm not too worried about this guy. I could skip him, but I think I'm going to wipe him out and then head down there. I just hope they don't occupy this. If they sack it, that's fine. Hopefully they don't raise it, but we'll see. That was a weird little path I just had to take. But it's okay, we can march back into our territory. Oh, he lived. I shouldn't have auto-resolved that. I should just cut it out of the video. Or did he die? He actually died. Good. That is perfect. Now we can get back into our territory. Is it a... Oh yeah, the river's there. I always forget about the river. Oh well, we're good. Now we can start heading down here, and we'll see exactly what the vampire counts are gonna do here. Hopefully they don't screw us over too bad, but you never know. What are you gonna do, buddy? Ah, god damn it. And he occupied it. This is okay. Maybe. We'll see. Can raise some dead. Then you can start moving down. If I can surround this army and take it out, that would be nice. I don't want to declare a war on him when he's this close to Eschen without an army there, though. Because when you're garrisoned in Drakenhof, you can reach this in one turn. Which is definitely not ideal for us. But we will see how it goes. With Vlad, I think I'm going to march him over here and recruit some units. See, now we've got some decent units in our pool here. And it's going to be okay if we go into the negative income. It's not a great battle marker, but it's still decent this early. Some of these units are garbage, but that may put us a bit too low, so I'm going to get rid of these. Let's see what we're looking at. 500. That's okay. I like having the spears. And we're going to get some warriors just to have some bodies in our army. Okay. Now that's alright. The only problem is the income. We may have a little bit of trouble. But if I can surround him here and take him out, that would be ideal. I'm debating on whether or not to disband some zombies. I don't think so. I'm going to use them for the next turn. We're going to attack with 2 armies. And then I'll disband as needed after that. These vampire counts like to cause problems. Oh, look at you. There's 3 armies. You are quite annoying, you know that? What kind of garrison do you have? Not very good. So I think that we are going to move close here.
I know the way.
And then we're going to recruit some units. And then we'll attack. Let's see, I can afford you two. And then we're going to attack. This may not go well. What's the bar look like? It's half and half, actually. That's interesting. For the sake of the video, I'm going to auto-resolve this and cross my fingers. Wow. That was a lot of units that died. Boy, oh boy. Oh well. It was okay. We earned a little bit of money. Did Manfred? He's still alive. So we're going to continue wiping these guys out to the best of our ability. I'm just going to keep auto-resolving stuff for you guys so you don't have to watch battles. It'll save me time on editing too. At least I didn't lose my Vargeist. Sack and occupy or just occupy? I'm just going to occupy it. I don't want to pay to repair the buildings. But we now own this province. And the vampire counts are all wiped out here, I believe. So now we can threaten Drakenhof, which is nice. Let's go to an upgrade here. Demolish this building. Can't do anything at Waldenhof. And we now have another battle marker here, which it's over 4,000, so that is very, very good for us. I actually may not be able to afford that. We're not going to build that for now, because we may be sieging for a couple of turns here. We may combine, yeah, let's combine some units and we'll re-recruit some. This is just going to be for us sieging there. Let's get you in a settlement so you replenish quicker. And he's replenishing quickly as well too. Cool. So we are doing okay. I'm actually not going to recruit those so I don't have to pay their upkeep this turn. And then we're going to move down towards Drakenhof and threaten them. Commandment, and then a whole bunch of skill points, right? Cool. Let's go ahead and spend these points, and then we're going to end the turn. You have one more. Alright. We're looking pretty dang good, guys. You want a treaty? See, that's a lot of money. But we want to take him out so he can't rebuild. If you want to, you can take the money and then attack him anyway. But the problem with that, I've noticed with diplomacy on this campaign, is if you take payment and then you betray somebody before your treaty turns are up, pretty much everybody around you is going to declare war, and then you're going to get screwed. So even though that's a lot of money, I'm rejecting it. It is not worth it right now. But let's go ahead and start marching down towards Drakenhof. Yeah. That's a decent army. I can actually siege right now, can I? I can reach. So that's perfect. Let's go ahead and start sieging so they can't build their army up anymore. And then I'm going to move and recruit with the other one. Alright. Wow, that was quick. Got a grave guard already. But I want some cheaper units too. Let's look at predicted income. Okay. It's not terrible. It's definitely not ideal either. It would be nice if we could raid for a couple turns, but we need to stop that army from massing up. This is a bit of a risky move, but I'm going to recruit those. And these are 50 per turn, so let's get rid of those. And then we are going to march over to our wife. And we are going to sit pretty. Let's see what the bar looks like now. That's not bad. Their army's not scary. I can easily take it out with mine, but I'm definitely going to siege it for a few turns. Or maybe just one turn, because I'm about to go broke. Yeah, and the dwarf armies are pretty massive. I would say I would come up, sack a settlement, and then head right back down. But that's not going to happen for us. So let's end the turn. And I may have to do this for a few turns, so I might just make a cut here. Yeah, it's not going to happen, buddy. I'm sorry. It's definitely not going to happen. Go away, dwarves. I don't need your help. 400. Okay, what does it look like? It's definitely not great. But I kind of have to siege this turn. I'm going to fight this battle and I'll get back to you guys. Hopefully, I lose pretty much my entire army so that we can create another battle marker, but that actually may not be enough units. We'll see. I'm going to see if I can recruit anything else, and I need to get you out of that stance. Just 91. Okay. So there is nothing I can do. I have to siege this turn. I'm going to fight this, and I will be right back with you guys. Alright guys, and we are now done with the Battle of Drakenhof. I did not lose very many units, surprisingly. I played that very smart, in my opinion, and kicked some major ass. The AI is kind of retarded for vampires. Because they don't have any missile units, you can kind of abuse them with your flying units. Once you take out their flying units, if you take it near the control point of the castle, they split their armies way too thin because they try to defend every portion of the wall, and they think that you're capping the settlement when you're really not. But we did pretty damn good. I didn't use a single banner or anything like that. I'm going to check the footage, and if the siege wasn't that laggy, I may add it at the end of this video if you guys want to see exactly what I did. The siege is kind of lengthy, but it'll showcase how to abuse the undead mechanics if you'd like to do that. I think I'm going to sack, and I'm going to take this settlement. Because yeah, I don't want that military building, so the vampire counts are gone, and I can demolish this building right here, and I can start upgrading. But that's how I get a pretty dang strong start as the von Carsteins. It's not that hard. As you can see, on turn 11, legendary, we just took it. And just to prove it, if you don't watch the battle replay, if I don't add it in, this is legendary. I can't save right now. I didn't do any tricky shit to you guys. But that is pretty much it. If I think of anything else to add in, I'll add it at the end of this video. But I hope you guys liked it. Good luck and take care.